Here's a solar powered lamp that I made. This is a SunForce 7-watt solar panel. It's not in the sun right now, it's kind of blocked behind this building, but during the summertime I'll get a good 12 hours at least of sunlight directly on it. I have this mounting system with a turnbuckle at the bottom. So with this turnbuckle, you can adjust the angle to make it higher in the summertime and lower in the wintertime. And it just has a hinge up top so it can move. I had to make all the mounting hardware. It just came with some basic screws, so I had to make the brackets. It wasn't too difficult. And then it's just wired up. I think it puts out around roughly 22 volts DC with open load, but it's designed for charging 12-volt batteries. So this runs down here, and then I had to splice it into an extension cord. So it's spliced into this extension cord, and it runs in through the window to the inside of the house. And it comes in through the window to this battery box, and it has a 12-volt deep cycle battery, and you can see it's just plugged in with this regular plug. We have it labeled so that you don't accidentally plug it into the wall, which is right there, because that would obviously be bad. So this just back feeds electricity into this outlet. So I put a regular wall outlet on top of this battery box, and that's just wired to the battery terminals of the battery. And this cord here goes to a floor lamp, which has DC bulbs in it. So it just comes up here. It's a regular 3-head lamp, and these are 12-volt DC bulbs. Actually, I think the range of the bulbs is from 12 volts up to about 30 volts DC. So it's running on 12 volts. They're fairly bright. I think they're around 450 lumens each. So 3 of them puts out about the same light as maybe a 75-watt light bulb. So it's kind of nice just for providing light. These bulbs use, according to the manufacturer's literature, about 5.6 watts each, and the solar panel is 7 watts. So between the 3 of these bulbs, they're drawing somewhere around 16, 17 watts, and the solar panel puts out 7 watts under ideal conditions. So I figure that for every 3 hours of sunlight, you can get about 1 hour of runtime on this light. So not too bad. Just using it during the evening mostly. So it's kind of a neat setup. And of course you can shut them off independently if you want. I did some calculations, and I think you can run this for about 3 or 4 days continuously if the battery's fully charged. So if there's a power outage, you can use this for, well, 3 or 4 days continuously, and of course you'd be sleeping at least half that time probably. So up to a week maybe, you get usable light out of this. So it's a pretty good setup. If the battery ever gets low, you can just charge it with a regular battery charger. Yeah, I think that's about it.